Okay, surface areas of cones and spheres. Now these are the formula you need to memorize. So surface area of a cone, as you can see, if we sort of cut it, the middle section of the cone, and you will get the base as a circle, and you will get this sector here. Now this part is L, it's a slant height, that part, this part. So if I cut with the scissors, cut it there, this is what will happen if I open it up. Okay, so R is radius. Now surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. Just think of it as sphere is 3D. It's got 4 circles around or something like that just to memorize formula easily. Let's straight into the example. Find, correct to 2 decimal places, the surface area of this cone. So we got this cone here. It has what perpendicular height, which is 10.4, and the base, the radius, not base, radius is a 7.8. Now surface area of a cone is pi r L plus pi r squared, and R is 7.8 radius, but we don't have a slant height, which is this. This is my slant height, but I don't have it. So you need to find it by using Pythagoras. Okay, Pythagoras. So I'm going to find L, which is, L is my hypotenuse, 10.4 squared plus 7.8 squared. It'll give me 13 centimeters. Now I have L, the slant height. I can use all this formula to find the surface area of this cone. So pi times 7.8, that was my radius. L, the slant height, was 13, and plus pi times r squared, which is 7.8 squared, and I've got that, and it's at 2 decimal places, so answer should be 509.69 centimeters squared. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's have a look at the sphere one. Okay, so sphere, part A, find the correct to 2 decimal places the surface area of this sphere. Okay, so my radius R is 17 centimeters, and again the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared, so 4 times pi times r, which is 17 squared, and it says answer it to 2 decimal places, so my answer need to be in 2 decimal places, which is 3,631.68 centimeters squared. That wasn't too bad. The next one, find the surface area of this hemisphere. Hemisphere is half of the sphere, okay, in exact form in terms of pi. Now that's my middle section there, and that's my radius, yeah? So my radius is 5. Okay, now when you look at this surface area, I know it's a half of sphere, but what happens to the top part? You need to have some cover for the top part, don't you? So we have to go top circle plus half of sphere. Half of sphere will give me this part only. It doesn't give the top bit. So we need to put pi r squared in there. And then half the pi r squared, 4 pi r squared. And r is 5 meters. So if I do that, I will get, now keep that in mind, don't put the pi in the calculator because we want exact form. So leave the pi alone and just calculate the number, 75 pi. But you can also calculate it like this. So we just do it algebraically. So pi r squared plus half of 4 pi r squared is 2 pi r squared. Now that's like almost saying x plus 2x, which is 3x. So it'll be 3 pi r squared, and r is 5. We put that in, we still get 75 pi. Okay, last question. Let's have a look. I'm just going to cover this bit. A cone has a surface area of 2,000 centimeters squared. If the area of the base is 150 centimeters squared, and find correct to 2 decimal places, there are a few things we need to find, and let's have a look. Okay, might just cover that maybe. Yep. So I just put that in there, surface area of cone, so it's just whenever I need it, I can just refer that. So part A is to find the radius of its base. What's a base shape of the cone? It's a circle, isn't it? So area of its base is pi r squared, which is also 150. So I'm going to put pi r squared equals 150 and make r squared the subject, which is r squared equals 150 divided by pi, because I divided by pi on both sides. And when I do that, I just want a radius. I don't want an r squared. So r equals, should be plus minus square root. But r is what? Radius. It's a distance. It's a length. We don't have negative, so only going to count positive. So when I put that in the calculator, I will get r equals 6.91 centimeters, because question says write it in a 2 decimal places. So my answer is 6.91. Now I have to find its slant height of the cone. Now I'm going to have to use the formula for the surface area. Surface area equals pi r squared plus pi r L. And L, I'm going to make L the subject. So I'm going to move these pi r squared to the other side. So it'll become SA, which is surface area, take away pi r squared. And then I'm going to divide it by pi r. So that on my left hand side, it'll be just L, which is slant height by itself. And I'm going to put all this information into here. We got the surface area of the cone, which was given from the question, which was 2,000. And then take away pi r squared. What was r? R, we found it from part A, which was 6.91. So I'll just put all that in and just put it in a calculator exactly the way it was. Make sure you do shift something to make the pi and times. And I will get 85.22 centimeters, because the question says write it correct to 2 decimal places. Now the last part of this question, find its perpendicular height. I'm just going to make it as capital H. Again, I'm just going to draw my right angle triangle and imagining that that's my perpendicular height from the top apex to the base, which is the circle. And this is my radius, okay, because it will look like something like that on the there, okay, coming down. So radius was from part A was 6.91, and slant height was 85.22 from previous question. So the H will be, it's one of the shorter side, not the hypotenuse, so I have to take it away. And I'll get 84.94 centimeters in 2 decimal places.